Hey everybody, welcome to week two, the accounting course here. Good to see you all back in there. What I seen under discussions, those of you that are in there doing real good, good interaction and everything, so that's what we're doing. I got my weekly scenery shot up here, something a little different from back in my army days. This is a picture from Okinawa, Japan. This little base here was called Torii Station, just a small little base that I was stationed on, me and my family. Of course, I wasn't there a whole lot because I was doing a lot of traveling back then, but anyway, so there's the scene right there. You got the ocean out there, South China Sea, and so there you go. What I do I do these motivation things every week, or try to. So one of the things I'm observing, sometimes not just in this course but in other courses, is attention to detail. So that's what my topic is this week: attention to detail. Things like when we're writing, now especially at your level here, your graduate program, English, grammar and everything should be pretty much perfect. Um, so those are when I talk about attention to details, little things like that as you start writing and doing things. Here in accounting, you're not going to have a whole lot of writing. It's more doing, Excel sheets and stuff like that. But still, in a discussion, you should write, complete sentences and things. But, I'm just talking about attention to detail in general. So, that's one thing I'm talking, want to point out. Some of you may know the Waldo series, the cartoon series. Attention to detail. One of the points of the game was to find Waldo. Where's Waldo? And that's part of focus, attention, being able to look. And whoever the artists were for these things did pretty good work on all their detail. I haven't actually looked for Waldo yet, so. And if you're in both courses here, you'll be the same thing. Maybe we'll find it by the second video, but I did this one first and the other course next. But anyway, so attention to detail is my point. I got the operating room here. I just had a hip replacement done back in December, so an expectation is that a surgeon and everybody working in there's going to be attention to detail. And true, none of us are, surgeons, but we are surgeons in what we do. So I got my new little thing up here. Just as you are the warrior in the path you have taken, you are the surgeon of your life and profession. Whatever you do, you're the expert. You should have attention to detail. Be it school, job, life, kids, the morning coffee, whatever. There's a detail thing and the focus. And I guess my point is, would you operate on yourself with the attention to detail you currently have? Maybe that's my point, is just try and bring out another skill or another attribute in you to think about. So be the surgeon of your life, detail, focus, and the other thing I talk about sometimes is like making school something you do every day instead of on a Sunday. And most of you probably heard me mention this in other courses before, but that's one of the things I talk about. School, especially graduate program, is a full-time job, but school in general should be a daily activity, not something you do on a Sunday where you're playing catch up. You're not really learning, because the way our brains operate, most of us, it takes us a few times to remember things and develop skills and so forth. So, if you're a Sunday person, that's how you're approaching these courses, then you're killing yourself. I mean, you're just because you're going to be stressing, you're going to be playing catch up, you're going to be behind. So that's why you have to develop habits of making things like school part of your everyday thing. The coffee drinkers and the parents, you don't wait till Sunday. Same thing with school. So there's that point. Okay, so course itself, like I said, in the discussion, doing good. The homeworks I've seen, good. If there was an issue, I would have let you know about it. Week two here, you got two chapters. You got chapter 5 and chapter 9. So they both have to do with activity-based activities, activity-based costing, and budgeting. So again, you're talking about, some companies might have multiple products, multiple features, so each one has its own budget, has its own activities involved in it, and then they all come together, at the end, or depending on what the product is or what the service is. So that's what that pretty much covers. Again, when you got your exercises, the discussion, exercise, and quiz. So again, if you notice any issues or anything like in a quiz, if if uh, one of the other courses somebody had a question about a quiz question, and it turns out, yeah, it was in there wrong. The test bank had it had the correct answer incorrect. So if you see something like that, let me know, because it could be that it's something wrong in the test bank that we use. So, but otherwise, so far so good. Again, I'm 7 days a week, so don't hesitate to get in touch with me if you need anything. My test question, I know most of you know I usually do grandkids. Every once in a while I'll do something different. So something different this week. This is me back in my Army days in Thailand doing some work, and so you just tell me what I just said, where I was and what I was doing, and that could be the test question this time. So, all right, I'll let you go. Have a great week. Any questions, get in touch, and that'll do it. Take care.